everyone. We're just going to make a really simple cord that I guess some people might call it masculine. Anybody can wear it, I don't care. I'd wear it. But a lot of times people will ask me, do you have anything masculine? And well, this is it. This'll do it. I want to make the cord to be at least 20-21 inches long when I'm done, to accommodate the size of a man's neck. So I'll start out with 22 inches of leather. We're going to use 1 inch on each end to make the little loops, but then the lobster claw clasp and the jump rings will add about 1 inch, so we'll end up with about 21 inches. What we just did here was measure 1 inch in on the end and then fold the leather in half within that inch. And then we take our wire and wrap it around it to bind the two pieces together. I'm using half round wire here. And I think it's 20 gauge half round. You could use round wire, that'll work perfectly fine too. I wouldn't use wire that's the diameter is any smaller than the 24 gauge. If you go any smaller, you're just going to end up slicing it right through the leather with your wire. And nobody wants that. I like to wrap it around 4 times. You can wrap it around as many times as you want, really, as long as you have enough room in the loop to put your jump ring in. Trim your ends, you want to push these ends down really tight to almost the end of it's almost digging into the leather so it doesn't get caught on anything or poke anybody. One loop. Yeah, it just occurred to me that it reminds me of the cords for glasses to wear them around your neck. We head over to the other end and do the same thing. Measure 1 inch, fold it in half within that inch. Oh yeah, and don't put lotion on your hands before you work with leather because it makes it really slippery. I made that mistake. That's why I'm not able to hold the ends together so good. Wrap around there nice and snug. You might have to fiddle with it to get it snug enough. Do what you have to do. You don't want it gappy. You don't want the end of the leather sliding out. This is just a real easy, simple way to finish the end of a leather cord. I've never been any good at those other spiral ends. I can never seem to get them on there right, and I end up cutting through the leather, and it's just a mess. So this is the way I use. Pinch those ends down tight. No one wants stabbed, scratched, poked, hair pulled. close to uniform. Good enough. Moving along. Oh, made a mistake here. I put that jump ring down. It's the small one. I like to put the big ones, you know, so there's plenty of room for the jump rings to move around within the loop. You don't want them stressing the leather. You want them to have room to jiggle around. And then I use the smaller jump ring to attach the lobster claw clasp, and there's plenty of room for everything to move freely. You can use, you know, the same ending could also be used, yeah, on cotton cords. Probably even silk cord. I should try that. You know, on this end, the end that we're going to be hooking the lobster claw clasp onto, I use two of the big jump rings, you know, so that you don't have to fiddle around trying to find the little tiny jump ring to clip your lobster claw clasps to. It just makes it much easier. Yeah, there you go. And you know, this particular leather, if it's on a spool, it's going to want to stay curled up. So sometimes I'll just hang the necklace so the leather can straighten out. There you go. One unisex necklace. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time.